Happy Friday to you all. How are you doing? How was your day? Not too good. Could be better. No. In all things, give thanks. It could be worse. Thank God we're alive. And we see the end of another week. Let's do some cooking. Friday evening, I wanted to cook a chicken. It was chicken and some vegetable roast chicken. But this turning on the oven is hot right now. Turning on the oven is gonna make it worse. You're gonna have to wait until the oven heat up and all of that. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use one thing they call Dutch pot. Jamaican Dutch pot, that iron pot. And we'll roast with chicken. And in no time, we're out of the hot kitchen. Friday evening, it be a roast chicken with some lettuce and you know the thing. And maybe you would have a little leftover rice in the fridge where you can, Let's begin. Okay, first you notice we have our chicken here. You can see our chicken. This is our chicken, a whole of chicken. A whole of chicken we are dealing with today. All right. I'm gonna wash my hands. It's very hot. So you want to get out of the kitchen fast Friday evening. Yeah. I'll go over buy no food. So we're gonna have our chicken. We're not gonna cut it. We're just gonna look at our chicken, and we're gonna see if there is any little feather. We scrape. This is a knife. I scrape it like this. I think you can see. I scrape it because I'm just gonna wash it off. Scrape, see? If you see any little fat, you're gonna cut them off right there. See a little fat? And then I remember I have my little bag that I put my meat, little strippings in, and then we put them in the refrigerator. So as I go along, I'm just gonna cut these off. And because it's an old chicken, there's some things in there like the neck, whatever, the gizzard, this thing in here. I don't know things. I'm just gonna throw it out. In there it goes. And we're gonna make sure scrape it off with the knife. That's me. So if you see any little fat, okay, cut it off like this. Okay? So this is it. This is our chicken, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna turn the pipe on. I will use my chicken hand to hold the pipe. Wash our chicken. And then I'm going to show you what I do. This is a fork. Okay? So we wash. I'm going to wash my hands because I'm going to use that bottle, touch the bottle. So I'm going to wash my hands. Want no bacteria, so we try our best when we're handling meat at all times. Wash your hands. You hit me 10 times. Okay. So I wash my hands. And then I'm going to use some vinegar. Yeah, I tip a little vinegar in. They say vinegar cut out the rawness of the chicken, out of the chicken. See, it's hot. This is why we're not going to use any oven. And we're going to eat food. Yeah, we're not going to let the heat stop us from eating our food. Okay, so this is the chicken. What I tend to do, because it's a whole chicken, I tend to use the fork. And I clean inside. I need you to see. I clean inside like this. So like, sometimes you're going when you cut the chicken, you see some little red things inside, so the fork does it, cleans it out. Then you wash it out. See? Then you hold your chicken up like that, see? Wash it out. Yeah? And you make sure you don't see any little hair or anything. Jamaica, what they do when you have whole chicken like this, just to be sure that there are no hair on it, they have the wood fire, and they hold it up like this, and they put it with the fire. So it burns off, then you hold it like this. Yeah, you hold it like this, and you hold it like this to make sure there's no hair anyway there. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this away. Water. I think I'm gonna rinse it one more time. Chicken. Okay, so see, our chicken is done. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hand, wash it off like this, then use the soap, and then I'm gonna wash. Then I'm gonna dry. Okay, use my towel and dry. Before I start seasoning, I could do this the night before, but as I said, I like to show you how I do my thing. So before I start seasoning it, I'm gonna go over to the stove and I'm gonna put some oil in the pot. So while the pot is getting hot, I'm seasoning. Come with me. Okay, here's my oil. And then I pour a little. This we're gonna pot roast, right? Turn our flame up. There we go. I'll put this back in a minute. Okay, so we drain the water off. Okay. Wipe this off. I'm going to take out a bigger fork. I'm going to use this big fork for my chicken. Okay, so we make sure. See? See? That's how I use it with the fork. Okay, first I'd like to sprinkle a little salt. I can take this off, and I can do this. So we sprinkle. See? Inside. And then I wash my hand. Okay, so we're gonna season. These are all our seasons that we're gonna use. All the season here, these are all we're gonna use. Okay. So we put a little, remember, because it's a whole chicken, each time we're seasoning whatever season, we're gonna put it inside as well. Because we want the bone to be seasoned. We want it seasoned down to the bone. And I put it over there. I don't want my hand to be touching the chicken and then touching the bottles, seasoned bottles. Put this down, and then we put Larry seasoning salt. There we go. We're gonna move fast. This is time, so I'm gonna throw some down into the chicken. Paprika. Throw it all over because we gotta, you know, rub it in, so it's okay. And then this is Mrs. Dash. We're gonna put back all of these things when we're through. Okay, here I have some pimento. Okay, so what I do to get my pimento, you know, normally you could wrap it, put it into a piece of like a paper towel or cloth, put it in there, and that's how we do it, and then we crush it. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do it in this. do this. And what I do, I'm gonna throw it inside of the chicken. There we go. Okay, I have my onion. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna peel our onion. Peel off the skin. Then use your cutting board. See, I peel it off. And then I'm gonna cut off here. See? Then I'm gonna wash. What I'm gonna do, because as I said, I'm roasting my chicken, so I'm gonna do this. I cut it like in 4 pieces. So see, they're quarters, 4. That's how I cut mine. You can cut yours in whatever way. And I'm gonna put it inside of the chicken. Inside of the chicken. So push it down in the inside, see? Okay. So it's in the inside of the chicken. So we're doing it. Okay. Then I have some bell peppers. I'm also gonna cut them big. Wash them. You can either put them around the chicken or, see, I just cut them in 4 pieces because as I said, I'm gonna roast it, so I want everything to be in. Even when it gets in the pot, if it, fall out, then that's fine. At least it will be in there, seasoned. Okay. Then I have a piece of garlic, a clove of garlic. Okay, I'm just gonna wash it. I'm just gonna cut it big as well because it's gonna be in there. And then this is our brownings. I'm just gonna tip a little on it. Not tip, put enough to give it a nice color. So this is what we use in Jamaica. It's browning. Give everything, or cake, fruit cake. That's what we use for our fruit cake. And like when I'm doing this chicken, I want some color, a nice color. I use it. Now I'm gonna use my fork. And I'm gonna spin my chicken. So put this in, so like you can see, oh, this is, okay. So this is our chicken, see? This is the chicken. So we're gonna put it in the pot. Let's see. Okay, let's see if our pot is hot over here. Okay. So we're gonna take our basin. This is our chicken. So we wipe off the bottom of the basin. This is our chicken. See? Stick it with a fork. That's what I'm gonna do. See? This is an old chicken. So we're gonna put it in the pot. Don't get burned now. Don't burn. And then I'm going to cover it. So it stays there, and then when one side is brown, then I'm going to turn it over, but I'll show you. Okay? Okay, we're going to put these away while that is frying there. Use things, we put them back. We don't want to wait until when we finish cook, we put them back. Now, when we finish cook and eat, we're not in the mood to do anything, right? So, we tidy as we go along. Oh, this, I forgot to put some of this in there, and I'm going to put some more thyme in there. This is parsley. It's good you can put more season while it's cooking. Okay, so what I'll do when I'm ready to turn, I'll come back and get you. Stay tuned.